A group of foreign enthusiasts had arranged a special train on the Skarloey Railway, and Sir Handel had been assigned the special job. Naturally, he would not stop boasting about it. "Of course I be the engine picked. I am the most benefiting of such a high reward." None of the other engines paid him any notice, but he was too engrossed in his boasting to notice. Next morning he was still gloating as he puffed grandly away to collect his train, but his excitement quickly vanished. The enthusiasts had all come from America, and they found the railway very quaint. "What a fine little railroad," said one. "Such funny coaches," laughed another. "They look more like freight cars." Ada, Jane, and Mabel, the open coaches, were used to such comments, and pretended not to have heard. But Sir Handel certainly heard, and grumbled dreadfully. "Railroad? Freight cars? Who do these people think they are? Why can't they say things properly?" His driver laughed. "You know, other places do have different names for things." But Sir Handel wasn't impressed. "If they want to go about spouting rubbish, they can jolly well go with someone else." But of course there was no one else. Sir Handel was stuck with the train. He wasn't excited anymore. He just sulked as the Americans chatted happily, which in his opinion was far too loud and uncivil. They were soon on their way, puffing slowly up the line. The Americans were fascinated with the line, and kept up their observations. Sir Handel found them all daft. "The sooner this is over the better," he hissed as the train clanked along. They had just passed the station when, to Sir Handel's horror, the enthusiasts began to start singing a song. "This can't possibly get any worse," groaned Sir Handel. As if in answer, a sudden thud rang out moments later. They quickly stopped the train. The problem was apparent. Crossing over a set of points, poor Cora, the guard's van, had derailed. She now sat unhappily atop the sleepers, not the rails. "That's torn it," muttered the driver. Sir Handel felt dreadful. He had been riding roughly, he was sure of it. But he was sure he'd get the blame, and he waited for the enthusiast complaints. But to his surprise, they weren't cross. "What's this, a caboose off the rails?" they asked. "Yes, and unfortunately we're stuck here until help arrives," sighed the driver. "Don't y'all worry. We can use those tires over there to get the thing back into place," said one American, pointing to some old sleepers which lay behind the line. "I reckon it's small enough to be done," they finished. "No sweat," laughed another. Everyone else thought so too, and before Sir Handel or his crew could say anything, they all quickly set to work re-railing Cora. The sleepers worked as hoped, and Cora was swiftly levered back onto firm rails. She was very thankful, as was Sir Handel and his crew. "We're sorry about the mishap," began the driver, but the Americans didn't care. "Aw shucks, y'all don't gotta apologize. Having a hands-on experience like this, who'd say no? We gotta thank y'all and your swell engine there," they finished. Sir Handel was surprised. Not only did they not blame him, but they thought him swell. Suffice to say, as they began away again, Sir Handel's soured opinion of the Americans quickly sweetened. For the rest of the day, he puffed happily along with the Americans chatting and singing merrily behind in the coaches. The other engines thought it was all quite a sight, as they were surprised that Sir Handel seemed so cheerful. Eventually the day came to an end, and the enthusiasts had to go home. "Thanks for such a swell day," they said. "We'll have to come back sometime. Be sure to bring that caboose again if we do." Everyone laughed. Sir Handel most of all. When he returned to the sheds, the others laughed. "Look, he's turned into a little American." "Oh, shut up," Sir Handel snapped, feigning offense. "As if I'd ever." The engine said nothing more, but they exchanged knowing looks. To this day, Sir Handel insists he never cared for the Americans. But between you and me, I don't think that's quite true. Do you?